Servus and welcome. I'm Vera at Spill Coffee Crafts, and today I want to share another flip through with you. It's a long time since we did the last flip through, and this time I finished one of my glue books, and I thought I'd give you a short overview. So the cover of this glue book is an old children's book that I altered only minimal with a few. This is from a post package. It's these fragile stickers and some washi tape with attention, and I didn't want to alter it as much, and then just this warning that the content of this book is not anymore what it was before. And to prep this book, I ripped out I think at least half the pages that were in there, and only left 2 pages per signature from the original so all the signatures are still in there, but I left only the 2 main pages from each of the signatures, so we have room for the content that is glued in here. So this page is all about the green, and I like the contrast. Some of my pages contain paper dolls. This is also one. So, and I like the contrast with the red and the green, and especially this cutie frog. Isn't he amazing? This page is just a magazine page, and I did nothing to it because I like the colors so much. And in contrast, or in addition, I added the second page with a paper doll, and these are all these signal colored stickers from packages and post packages and post envelopes, and yeah. And I like this really bright yellow orange colors in contrast with the black and white paper doll. Then a completely different style again with the next page, and here I collected nature themed and animal themed magazine cutouts in all the natural tones and neutral colors. So we have some birds here, some mice, a hedgehog, this little fairy that is feeding the hedgehogs, a few chickens. So just a natural themed page, and I glued these pages not in one sitting. These are collection pages, so once I have an image that I think that would match here, then I glue it in. And I think in total I worked about over a year on this book, just by when I found an image that was matching to one of the pages, then I glued it in. And also it is not done. As long as this book is in my possession, I will add to it. So for this page, for example, if I find images of eyes, I will add them here. Even now that I showed you this book and said, is this finished? But at least it's in a stage that I'm happy with. But if I find images that are still matching, then I will add them. So this is an ongoing process. I like this background, and I added these vintage postcard images here because I thought that the colors were quite matching, and also the theme was matching for me. Here is another page or spread with paper dolls. That's more elaborate, where I collected also in these neutral tones with pink. And yeah, and I collected home and interior pictures in all these colors and added them together to this spread and created these paper dolls to go with the spread. Another paper doll spread where I also altered the paper dolls with some colors, so with acrylic paints. And here I was going with this architectural style, but then I also found these two robots that I liked with the color here. And yeah, the more or less futuristic architecture. It fitted in my opinion. And here we have this smaller paper doll balancing on this cup of hot milk. And the border I made with cut-offs from I have a label machine, and each time I print the label there is a cut-off of these labels, and I collect them and I edit them here as a border. This is also one of my favorite pages in here. I like this color combination, white and red and black. And yeah, then I found the theme Bella Italia to Japan. So yeah, and these are rice sacks. And again, different magazine cutouts and the paper dolls. And these are papers or pages from an instruction booklet from some kind of device. Yeah, this is a paper doll that I really love with a sheep head. I think she is so cute and fun. Also this image, the brain with the wool. I was knitting quite a lot before I started paper crafts. And yeah, this is of one of my knitting magazines. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but this background is rhubarb cake. I find it quite interesting that when you use something like rhubarb cake in the background, that it really disappears and you just see the colors anymore. So usually if you don't look very closely or nobody's pointing it out, you wouldn't think that this was something to eat. Yeah, this spread has a futuristic theme to it, and I started it more or less like alien landscape page, but then it became more and more water themed with this beautiful old lady swimming, and this is a more or less robot manta. It's like a stingray, but a big one that would float. Yeah, and more or less I was guided from the colors and the feeling of the images. So on this page I collected these images that are like drawn with blue ink, and also that have more or less this drawing style and not this really magazine image style, so not photographs but drawings. Here we have again more or less knitting themed with the color swatches, the knitted hats, and yeah, a long gone sock convention. Yeah, this one, this is more or less unaltered, so this is only the image because I liked it so much and I didn't much to it. This, I just added this bird. I more or less wanted to have it sitting on the curtain pole here, but it was too big, so. And here I added to this chair, I added the tea. Yeah, so it's like prepared for having tea, and the tea mug and the pillow, the bow-shaped pillow. Yeah, and that is the first page. So we have finished. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. See you.